that this is Martin Luther King weekend. That's why I'm wearing the shirt, which says, there comes a time when silence is betrayal.
That's true.
And so that statement from Martin Luther King is no greater meaningful than when he said it than it is today. And we know what we are up against, and we know what we're seeing in the streets and in Washington, and all of that's either affecting our lives directly now, or if it continues, it's likely will be. So today we are here to exercise our rights under our democratic system as it is intact as of now, but we cannot be silenced, as Martin Luther King said, to ensure that we maintain our democracy and our ability to vote for our representatives. So I'm glad you're all here today. My name is Larry Gross. I am the Region 14 Director of the California Democratic Party, and I am the convener of this meeting here today. It is 11:12, and I'm calling the meeting to order. We have some housekeeping before we get to our speakers here, and so I just wanted to go over some of the things. This is a pre-endorsing conference of Region 14. The agenda for today is we're going to go over the order of business and purpose of the conference. I'm going to explain the pre-endorsing conference vote. I will announce the speaker's order. We'll have candidate speeches up to 5 minutes. After the speeches, I'll go over how we monitor the results, how to challenge any pre-endorsing conference decision, and about the endorsing conference that will take place at the California convention to be held in San Francisco. So today we are focusing in on Congressional District 32. Pre-endorsement conferences for congressional even number Senate and Assembly districts are taking place in person today throughout the state. Each region will hold a pre-endorsing conference with assigned Assembly, Senate, and congressional districts. Pre-endorsing conferences will only be held in districts where a Democratic incumbent is not a candidate, or if that incumbent has been pulled from the consent calendar. The latter being the case of why we're holding this meeting here today. No other race in Region 14 meets the criteria to hold a pre-endorsing conference meeting. Incumbents who have not been challenged are automatically placed on the consent calendar. The following incumbents, candidates in Region 14 who have been placed on the consent calendar for a final endorsement at the convention are Congressional District 27, George Whiteside, Congressional District 29, Luz Rivas, Congressional District 30, Laura Friedman, State Senate District 20, Carolyn Menahar, Assembly District 40, Pilar Schiavo, Assembly District 43, Celeste Rodriguez, Assembly District 44, Nick Schultz, and Assembly District 46, Jesse Gabriel. These people are on the consent calendar for the convention. We have 4 candidates in Congressional District 32 who have filed and are eligible to be considered for the Democratic Party endorsement here today. Eligible candidates, in order to be eligible candidates for 2026 pre-endorsing conference, applicants must have submitted and signed a 2026 candidate registration form, paid the appropriate filing fee, and are registered Democrats in compliance with the residency requirements for the seat that they are running for. Eligible voters in pre-endorsing conference include DSCC members, regular county central committee members who are not DSCC members, and club representatives who are not DSCC or voting as central committee members. No proxy voting shall be allowed at pre-endorsing conferences. Voting in pre-endorsing conferences will be conducted via electronic ballot, election buddy. Ballots will electronically be distributed to all eligible voters at 12 p.m. today. So at noon, if you're an eligible voter, you should be receiving email with the ballot. Ballots must be submitted by 12 p.m. on January 24th, 7 calendar days after they are sent out. So you will have 7 days a week to vote. A single vote is taken with each voter choosing one candidate, or no endorsement, no preference. After a ballot has been submitted, it cannot be changed or rescinded. Voting no endorsement, no preference contributes to the total number of votes cast without supporting a candidate. If a voter wishes to abstain from the election, they should select option to abstain. A vote to abstain does not count towards the total vote threshold. All ballots submitted will count toward the total number of votes cast. Voters will receive a separate ballot for Assembly, Senate, and Congressional pre-endorsing conferences. So if you are in another district that has another election for Assembly or Senate, you will receive a separate email with the ability to vote there. Votes are public per CDP DNC. So these votes that are cast are public, and candidates and others can see who you're voting for eventually. So again, I want to go over the voting options. Candidates can directly support a candidate is one. The second option is no endorsement, no preference, and that does not support a specific candidate, but does contribute to the total number that they base the percentage on. And to abstain, if a voter wishes to abstain, they should select that option, and that vote to abstain does not count towards the total threshold amount. Voting thresholds and decisions, if a candidate receives 70% or more of the votes cast in the pre-endorsing conference, that candidate will be placed on the consent calendar. So after the vote here today, if one of the candidates gets 70%, they will immediately go on to the consent calendar to be approved at the convention. But if a candidate receives 50 to 69% of the votes cast, which is less than the 70%, then that election for that candidate only will continue at the endorsing caucus vote at the February convention, where a candidate who must receive at least 60% of the vote to advance to consent calendar. Anything less results in no endorsement or no consensus. If no candidate reaches 50% of the vote cast at the pre-endorsing vote, the official position of the California Democratic Party will be no consensus. A decision of no endorsement can't be reached at the pre-endorsing conference. Earlier this week, CDP staff, California Democratic Party staff, conducted a random drawing of letters for all pre-endorsing conference candidates, and based on that drawing, I will now read the order of speakers. First up is Josh Sautter. Second up is Brad Sherman. Third up is Anna Wilding. And fourth up, batting cleanup, is Jake Levine. So with that, we will...
I have a question.
Yes?
If someone does not receive their ballot electronically, how do they contact to get a ballot sent to them?
They can either contact me directly or call the California Democratic Party.
Or call me.
Yes. So each candidate gets 5 minutes, which anyone want to volunteer to keep time? So if you can come up here, because we do have, you will get a notice for 1 minute, 30 seconds, and then stopping. So, okay, so let me give you that.